Elon Musk, probably best known for being the bad guy in Blade Runner 2049, said in an interview that when something's important enough, you'll do it even if the odds aren't in your favor. Spot on. See, that's how you make PayPal, kids. Because it's important. Well, it is for me. That's how I get paid a lot of the time. Is it important for you? Don't really care, to be honest. Anyway, look. It harks back to an old self-help adage, which is, the why is far more important than the how. So a lot of people don't do what they want to do in life because they start putting all their reasons in their head of, oh, well, not that many people become actors. A lot of them just don't do it. You have to be as handsome as Marlon Brando, and then even then it's still a lottery. I don't actually agree with that. Maybe it's a lottery to the point that you become as famous as Marlon Brando was. Rest in soul, you fat, fat man. But if you want to make a living out of becoming an actor, I think that it boils down a lot to actually doing work. A lot of actors just go, oh yeah, I've watched heaps of movies. You're supposed to even watch plays, aren't you? Isn't that where all the good actors are anyway? I don't know, if you went to Sydney Theatre the other day, you'd disagree with that, wouldn't you? Can't believe that our tax dollars go to that. I don't feel welcome as not even a Laotian refugee, the kid of a Laotian refugee. Feel sorry for me and also pay for my partings. Fuck you. You know what I'm talking about. You probably don't, because of course it's like, people still do theatre? I'm pretty sure that stopped in Shakespearean times, didn't it? So uncultured. So just paying you out, pleb. Look. The thing about this is, the reason that the why is more important than the how. In fact, I don't even know if this is an accurate statistic. It sounds kind of made up. But then again, a lot of things fall into that 80-20 rule. So it might actually be true, which is that the why is 80% of the reason that you will do something. The how is only 20%, and you'll navigate through it. It's basically what happened with me. I just went up to a bunch of media agencies going, can I have a job? And they're like, fuck off. And then I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I'll just go on the net and start doing it. And if I wasn't doing that, if this was the 90s, I can guarantee you that I'd just probably be busking at Central Town Hall going like, listen to my opinions on things. And probably would have got kicked in the nuts way more than I have in real life. I've only been kicked in the nuts 300 times. But still would have been doing it because the why was there. I think I'm lucky. I think it's just any job that I've ever gone to, whether it was Mambo or being a male model. Look, I've had such a tough run. They get paid less more than women. Well, no one ever talks about that wage gap. Like all the shitty jobs that you do while you're growing up, working in your Kmarts and your Mambos and what other crap jobs did I do? I was a brickie for like 3 days. And the guy said, mate, you haven't done any work at all. You go, you don't understand. It's hot. So I think I was lucky on that half. But, I just stayed laser focused on this job until it eventuated in my life. Look, a lot of people pay out the secret. And I'm not one of those people because I'm basically a 40-year-old housewife at heart. I actually am. I've got one of those exercising things where you're like, I'm doing work, sort of, aren't I? The thing that Neil Armstrong used in working out, probably that's a load of bullshit, but whatever, I'll still pay the money. Because I've got that kind of a lifestyle, I guess, now, it's easy for me to say that, the secret's real, but I genuinely believe that there is something to it. And I don't know whether it's something that's magical and ethereal out there in the universe, man, although secretly between you and me, because I'm basically a medieval peasant, I do think that. But then my logical part of my brain starts to kick in, and I just basically think that it is your RAS, which is the part of your brain that determines what is important and what isn't, and then it just cuts out everything that isn't important. When you start to think that something is really important, your brain just shuts off everything else. So, just when the rest of your family's going, you're a bum, get a job. A lot of people that are kind of weak-minded give in and not be on the dole and actually go out and get a job. Now, the problem with that is, if you're working 40 hours a week, I can guarantee you are going to be too drained to pursue your goal to the fullest extent that you need to get ahead. Now, there's going to be some people that go, well, there was that guy that wrote that book that I don't know, that but he wrote some books and he worked as a postie and he did it in his spare time. Yeah, okay. Shh, it's all right. Imagine if that was my strategy in a fight. Shh, go to sleep. But most people aren't that guy. They need to focus 100% on their goal. And when they do, what happens is that you just slowly but surely start eating less meals. You turn into this little hobgoblin, golemly kind of creature that just sits there going, and obsess on that one thing. And eventually, because you've just been obsessing on that one thing for so long, you get way better than everyone else. And eventually you become undeniable. You get to a point where people have to start paying you for it because you're just that good. So this is what I'm saying. The why is more important than the how. Why do you need it? In my instance, I was thinking this is the only thing that I think that I can be remotely good at. I think that that my natural gift is that I'm more engaging than most people are. And then most people go, more like annoying. Well, fuck you. Who's got a job? But yeah, like there's a lot of there's a lot of ways that you could look at it. But the point is, to a certain demographic and audience, I'm engaging. So I started to hone that talent. What's your talent? That's when you start really layering out the things that are important and not important in life, and then you just start focusing on the thing that is important, which is the why, as to why you want that goal. And if you're one of those people that says, I don't know what my goals are in life, well, aren't you destined to be a factory worker? I don't know how to help you with that. But I do know that if you are passionate about something, start focusing on why you want it more than how you're going to get it. Obviously, you start doing things in your day-to-day life, but what happens is a lot of those things, probably 4 out of 5 of those things will fail, but one of them will succeed. And as a result of you just keep pushing, you start moving towards a way of you turning that into a profession or a career, right? But it all starts with really, staying hungry. That why is the hunger. There's a lot of self-help coaches that I've listened to and talked to over the years, and they basically say the same thing. The people that go ahead in life, whether it's acting or, some other zany, far-out job like being a bartender, whatever your passion is in life, the ones that really succeed were the ones that just didn't give up. The why is what fuels you. That's why you don't give up, because you write down, no, this is my gift. I'm going to give it to the world, and I'm going to shine. I'm Hilary Duff, damn it. In that movie, whatever it was called. Raise your voice. Ah! It's raised. That's how you do it. Obviously, there's goals. Part of goal setting is to write it out in little sub-goals. But the main goal of what you want, you have to write out a bunch of reasons for why you want it. You have to ignite in your soul that feeling of, I'm not going to give up on this. That's pretty much what gets you to where you want to go in life. There is a lot of untalented, look, that's enough, untalented. There's a lot of people that are unintelligent, untalented, they don't have a particularly good grasp of knowledge in their field, but they're still crushing it, and the only reason why is because they persisted. That's it. That's what separates those that made it and those that don't. It's persistence. And persistence, I genuinely believe, is fueled by the why. It is not fueled by, how am I going to make this little plan and get to A, B? Oh, that didn't work. Oh, well, back to my day job. I see it all the time with people that are trying to pursue their goals in life. I know the ones that are going to make it. It's because they actually are trying. And if something doesn't work, they go, oh, okay, well, I'll just try another way of doing it. And if that doesn't work, they go, oh, well, what about this way? Until something does click. And then they just start going towards that, and then they get their fucking success in life. The other people kind of just sit there and daydream about it most of the time. They kind of just think, oh, that'd be nice. It's not a good enough why. You know the reasons why I wanted to do it? Because I genuinely think that with my skill of being engaging, I'm able to make people care about things that they otherwise wouldn't care about. That's why I kept pushing. That's why I kept developing and honing this skill. Now, obviously, because it's not like being a basketball player, I can still do this after my 20s. I'm hoping that I'm going to get way better at this, and as a 70-year-old man, it's just going to be this kind of feeling of, you are in a vortex, it's just me and you. I've got no other alternative but to vote Labour. I'm hoping that I get to that stage. There's obviously a learning curve. And that's the other thing that a lot of people always say, but it's just like, you're not born with it. Well, yeah, I mean, like, look, people are born with natural talents and abilities. But I can guarantee you that the guy who trained to run is going to be better than the guy who is just naturally fast. Usually because the guy that is naturally fast that didn't train ends up being an alco. So that's what you need to grasp from today's lesson. And I need you to start writing that down. A, have you done your goals? If not, it's the very first video on this page. Go watch it, then write down your goals, and then write down 3 reasons underneath all of them, but especially the main goal, the thing that you really want. Write out the reasons why. You want those circulating in your mind, because that's what really helps out when the chips are down. Believe me, I've been there. I've experienced all the highs and lows of getting to where you want to go in life. And there is a lot of lows. There's a lot of lows when you make it there as well. You know, heavy lies the crown. But those lows, man, the thing that gets you through it is the reason why you want it. That's what gets you through those really grisly cold nights by yourself. So anyway, now that I've glamorized the reasons for why you should pursue your talents, maybe you should, not. We still need people to hold the little stop slow sign. So anyway, you do what you want. Take it or leave it. I don't care. I do actually care. I want what's best for you. I'm your second mum. See ya.